Number 1, file a piece of paperwork at the local city office called the Rikkon Fujiri Todoke. This will block her from being able to file the divorce papers without you being present. If she's got your hanko, your rubber seal, your My Number card, and she has your details, she can easily forge your name and stamp it and hand in the paperwork by herself, and it will be accepted by the city office as official divorce paperwork. The reason why the Rikkon Fujiri Todoke exists is because men were waking up, going down the city office, checking their family register, and finding out they were divorced without even knowing. So, go down the city office as soon as you can, check that you are still on the family register, that the divorce has not taken place already without you knowing, and file the Rikkon Fujiri Todoke. In the past, if you filed the Rikkon Fujiri Todoke, it gave you 6 months of being defendable against divorce. However, now, the time is infinite, and it prevents her from filing the divorce paperwork. Number 2, when you're down at the city office, request your Koseki Tohon. This document shows you who is still included in your family, and it should be you, your wife, and your kids on there. And it should also show where they're registered to live. And that is important to know and to have for peace of mind, but also to know that you're still a part of this family before you go into this big legal battle. The Koseki Tohon is easily accessible. You can get it from the City Hall, and you have to pay like 450 yen to get it, and they'll print you out a copy. It's well worth it. It helped me sleep at night knowing that I wasn't divorced already. If you find out that she's already moved her name and the kids' names to maybe her parents, Koseki, and their protection, this is going to be very valuable information for your lawyer. It's also going to redirect any money coming from the government that was coming into your bank account for the kids and their benefits. It's going to have a lot of repercussions. So knowing about it is definitely a good step in the right direction. Number 3, don't leave the house. If they've left, stay in the house. Pay the bills, get an extra job, make sure you stay there. If you leave the house and she comes back with the kids, the court's gonna say, well, the house is hers, because they prioritize the stability of the kids and the mother in any divorce case. For you to get back into the house or get any share of that house, it's gonna be a much, much bigger uphill battle for you. Over 90% of resident awards in Japan favor the person still living with the kids. So if you're not living with the kids and you've moved out, there's a big chance you're gonna lose the house. Do not move out of the house, fight for the house. Number 4, if she's gone, change the locks. It could be a cost that you can't afford, and money is a massive thing, right? When it's all going down, like the first 2-3 months, wives often return with their keys when they know you're out at work to collect extra documents that they've maybe forgotten, or to collect documents, house deeds, bank books, rubber seals, cash in drawers, savings in closets, that kind of thing. 5, notify all banks, including online. In Japan, she can open bank accounts, she can get loans, she can do all kinds of things. She can empty all your accounts, and that's obviously going to be massive, massive trouble. Go to every bank, show your ID, tell them what's going on, and they'll be very nice to you. They were very nice to me. They sat me down in a little booth and I explained everything. They couldn't give me a lot of paperwork. There are rules against that, but they did show me, and they were very, very courteous and understanding, and they advised me what to do as well. All the bank accounts I had were made aware, and they put locks on and notes on all the accounts saying that it could only be accessed by me. I still didn't trust it 100%, but I felt a lot better, and I was treated very, very well, and I'm forever grateful for that. If you're still married and you're still in a situation where you can do this, I recommend going around the house, pulling out the drawers, going through everything, and seeing if you can find any evidence of any accounts, and you need to collect all the accounts. Japanese women are renowned for having 10 plus different accounts with all kinds of money coming in and out and in and out and in and out. So find out those accounts. When you go to court, lawyers can search through accounts to find monies that your wife has taken, unbeknownst to you perhaps, but they can only search if they know the names of the banks where the accounts are at. So you need some kind of envelope sent from a bank to your door that's got a name on it. Now, you can't open it, but you can have it, and it's proof enough that there's an account there. So find anything like that, anything with some bank names on, to to give you a little bit of a step up in finding any possible lost monies or hidden monies after or during the process. Number 6, I never did this, but leading on from number 5, photograph all your bank books, your family bank books, her bank books, your bank books, and do it before there's any problems. Just so you know, if you're not in the financial know of the family's monies, then that's a good idea. A lot of times in Japanese families, the husbands, the men, put the full trust of all the money into the women's hands, and they deal with everything. However, in my case, I did that, and I wasn't aware of a lot of the bank accounts and a lot of where the money was going. And so I would definitely recommend make sure you have a photograph on record of all the bank books, so that in the eventuality that anything bad happens, you have that record to say, hey, there are accounts here, 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 and here. Number 7, from the beginning, document everything, because it's crazy. When it's all going down, your mind is a wash of panic, trauma, and it's trauma. It is absolutely traumatic, the whole process. And so expecting to remember anything from it, in fact, your brain almost deletes everything because it's so traumatic. So make sure you write everything down. And I wasn't very good at writing everything down. I found it difficult to make spreadsheets. A lot of people suggested I made a spreadsheet and note down every day what had happened, and I found that difficult. So I used a voice recorder, and I used video. In the computer, there is like a video recorder using the camera that's built into your computer. And I just kind of vlog to the camera every day, kind of saying what happened, or once a week, just to keep a rough guide. Because once you get legal assistance, they will ask you for a timeline of what happened, and the more specific you can be, the better it is for your case. So write down everything if you're a writing person, journal if you're a journal person, and make videos to record everything if you're Number 8, get legal advice now. Many Japanese lawyers won't pursue joint custody at the moment. There are more important things. They know that it's not really going to go well. And if you try to take the kids away from the mother, ironic as it sounds, that's when all the false accusations start. And the court just listen. Can't say that. I just said something I can't say. Yeah, my legal flag just went up. I can't say that. Honestly, sit down and think about how much money you have. Things can get really expensive as soon as you go down the court process. It's good to try and find a great lawyer, but you have to trust in your lawyer. And you might feel that at times it's too slow or it's too soft, but at the end of the day, they really know the system inside out. They're going to know what is possible and what is not possible, what is normal, what is not normal. And also, if you really want to fight, they will fight, but it's going to get hella expensive. So listen to them, as they know working against the system will not be the quickest way to come out of this alive, come out of this successful or with the best success possible. And so definitely learn, even though it can be frustrating at times, to trust your lawyer. Number 9, call your embassy. They might be able to offer help. I didn't. Yeah. Number 10, you might want to seek professional counseling or professional help. Going through this is a form of PTSD, and a lot of fathers have severe anxiety and depression. And so if your friends are getting bored of listening to you saying the same thing for the 100th time, professional help is always an option. Number 11, choose your support network carefully. To be honest, after phoning all the people you know and telling them all this trauma and stuff and trying to get a lot of stuff off your chest, that's going to be naturally selected for you. A lot of people won't pick up your calls anymore. And so you end up in a situation where you do have your close friends around you, but you want to hang out with people that are going to make yourself better. And people that bash their own experiences and bash their own exes and stuff like that are not the kind of people you might want to hang around with, because it's going to put you in a dark mind frame. And it's not what you really need. It's dark enough as it is. You don't need more dark. And you don't want to go down that road of just bashing everybody. You know, you got to understand to a certain degree that your wife, whether you like it or not, left you for a reason. Now, whether you think that's a good reason or not, that's kind of beside the point. The thing is that she left. You know, she had to, she left, and whether whatever happened in your situation, it happened. And what you have to do is try to look forwards to how you can be a better person yourself and how you can get through this yourself. And so the people that surround you are so important. You want to surround yourself with positive people, good people, listeners, and people that won't shower you with bashing advice and anger tactics and aggression. So that's something that's really important. Number 12, try to contact your kids. Of course, you want to contact your kids. And even if you know where they go to school, my advice is not to go to see them at school. Their mother has probably told the school that there is a family problem. And under those rules, the school will try not to get involved. But where they will get involved is by stopping you from coming into the grounds. And if you don't listen and if you cause a fuss, they will call the police. And then you'll get in trouble. And you do not need that on your record leading into mediation or a court hearing, because anything you do like that will be judged as instability and will be judged as a reason why the kids should not be near you. If you are seen to not be able to control your emotions, then you are going to be in big trouble. They are judging you. If you're desperate to see your kids and you can't see your kids, try to go through the process with your lawyer. And frustrating as it may be, and from personal experience, I would step with caution on this one. Try to send presents. Try to send birthday presents. Try and keep the norm up for your kids. That's really important. They might not get through, but document every attempt you make. And that's also important, because if they don't get through and they're blocked at some point by somebody, then you want to be able to show in court that you do care and the things that you have been doing within the guidelines of the law. Just saying that you did this isn't enough, because it'll just be denied. I got them a birthday present. I gave them a birthday present. No, you didn't. I gave them to you. And then it starts rising into a conflict, and who looks bad? Not the person who took those presents and put them in the trash, but you, for bringing up the point that you did give them and pressing the point you did give them when the opposition saying you didn't. It doesn't look good for you. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Document everything so it's simple, and emotion doesn't need to become part of it if you have to explain yourself. 13, stay active. Join the gym, go on walks, go jogging, hike mountains, see some nature, go on vacation if you can. Anything, just stay active. The worst thing you can do is go down that hole of drinking, lying on your bed, looking up at the ceiling, which I did a lot of the lying on the bed, looking up the ceiling thing. But get out. And I joined the gym. In the evening, I was able to go down the gym and I'd work out, and then I'd have a shower there. And I'd come home after a shower and I'd go straight to bed. It really worked for me, and the showers were really good at the gym, so that was a big bonus. But getting out and being active, getting on your bike, buy a bike, get on your bike, do some running, just anything, walking, anything to stay active. It's going to keep your mind on point. And definitely getting on the treadmill at the gym and running, even though I'm not an avid runner, I found 15, 20 minutes of running really helped to flush out a lot of the negative thoughts that were stuck in my mind, and I felt fresh as a result of that. 14, understand the Japanese court system, or wherever you are in the world, understand the court system. It's really important to study up to know exactly what's going down. Like, what is the step-by-step procedure through going through court? Like, for example, in Japan, the first point of divorce is handing in that paperwork where you and your wife can decide, okay, we've had enough, and you can mutually agree, and that's the rikon todoke. And you both sign it together, you both decide everything together, and you hand it in at the city hall, and it's done. And you both respect what you've written on that paper. If that doesn't work out, you can go to mediation, and mediation is the few sessions with a mediator there to try and sort through everything. But if there's any problems, it's a real tough situation. And there have been many occasions where it's felt like it's been the mediator and the opposition against you by yourself. And that's hard. It's so hard to deal with, and it's so hard to understand, and it's so hard to see a future in the process. But you just got to get down and keep doing it. If that fails and you cannot come to any kind of agreement during mediation, then you'll have to go to court. And that's family civil court, where one person, one judge will look at both sides and will make the decision for you. And to be honest, it's not going to be good for you. Try and avoid that if possible. Number 17, learn about divorce, custody, and your rights. Meet people who have gone through the same thing. as you can learn so much from them. And in Japan, there are no shortages of divorced dads who can't see their kids. You'll find them. We're all undercover. You don't really see it coming. And like, oh yeah, you go, I don't get to see my kids anymore. Wow, really? I'd never known that. You have such a great job and it seems like you have a great life, And so it is great to talk and to hear about other people's experiences. And certainly I have met so many divorced fathers and I've listened to their stories. I've shared my story and it's been amazing. You go from feeling so alone and so embarrassed that it's happened to you, because let's face it, it never looks good when a wife has moved 3 very young kids out of the house and left you there. Walking down the street in your neighborhood, it doesn't look good. You feel like it doesn't look good. And it gets on your mind, it weighs on your mind, you feel embarrassed. But when you meet so many people who've gone through the same thing or are going through the same thing, it makes you feel that you're not alone. And that's so important. That feeling of not being alone really helps to drive you through this nasty, nasty, hard process. 18. The first rule of anxiety is we don't talk about anxiety. There have been cases in Japan where the trauma caused by having your kids ripped away from you has led to anxiety and depression in fathers. It's a very serious issue and something I can totally relate to as well. But if you mention that and you bring that up, then that could be grounds for the court deciding you're not a suitable father and the kids should not be around you. I understand it's terrible to not be able to see your kids, but you got to find a way to deal with it somehow. Because as soon as you show them that you're suffering, it can be used against you like you've never even imagined. Arguing that the person who took away your kids, that kidnapped the kids or anything, could also be seen as an act of aggression. So if you are suffering from some kind of anxiety and depression, then use your friend network, use professional counselors, but try and keep it as quiet as possible. Do not make the mistake of using it as an excuse by saying, but I'm suffering from anxiety and depression because of what she did to me. It's not going to garner any kind of sympathy from the court. Instead, they're just going to look at you as an unstable father and somebody who is not suitable for looking after the kids alone. In some high-profile Japanese cases documented by the media and documented by father and men's rights circles, fathers who have suffered anxiety or depression from having their kids ripped away from them have been declared unstable to maintain a proper relationship in their children's lives, and therefore have been awarded very, very, very harsh visitation rights from the court. When I say harsh, I mean twice a year with court supervision in a public place. Number 19, work on yourself. Watch those YouTube videos, those motivational videos, those videos that really shine a light onto looking inside. And I just got to mention one name. Jeffrey Setiwan was there for me a lot, teaching me how to be a better person, to be more calm, to see things from other people's point of view. And it really helped me. I had a lot of emotion inside me, and listening to his podcasts and his YouTube videos really helped me to see things from other points of view. And it helped me to look inside myself and try to improve myself as being the main part of the process. Not trying to be something else as a goal, but to constantly, day by day, look inside myself and how I could be better. At the end of the day, I decided I wanted to be a better person as a result of this process. It doesn't matter what happened before because it's in the past. And as Adler believed, we should not be who we are now based on our past. And we should not try to be something else based on a future that we want to get to. Really, what we are doing now should be the most precious and the most important thing. And so you are who you are. You have that choice, hard as it may be, and trust me, it's hard. You can get out of the bed in the morning and you can say, okay, today I am going to be happy and I'm going to accomplish this and I'm going to do this. Baby steps. And here we go. 20, the one you've been waiting for. Thanks so much for watching to the end of this video. And if you've made it this far, definitely hit that subscribe button and like this video, because I've got so many videos coming up which are going to be talking about the process, the dark, the light, and going through divorce and what it's all going to be about. And as I said in my first intro video, I really want to make this community and I really want to hear about your stories and I really want to share my stories and we can learn from each other. So 20, here it is. Never, ever react. Become the best actor in the world ever. You have to put on a great face, whether you're at work or whether you're in front of the court or whether you're in front of the kids or the ex. You have to be calm, you have to be in yourself, and you have to be positive, and you have to be good. Japanese law demands that there is a reason for the divorce. And if there is no legitimate reason, then the divorce cannot actually be granted. So as long as you haven't committed DV, and as long as you haven't been like a massive gambler, drinker, or a fiend, or you haven't been caught with your pants down, i.e. adultery or cheating, fooding in Japanese, then it's going to be tough. And so they're going to have to manufacture, to a certain degree, reasons for a divorce. When they're trying to manufacture the reasons for divorce, they're going to look at everything, and you're going to be judged for everything. You yelled once. You lost your cool in front of a bunch of people because you were going through a bunch of work stress. Anything, it's going to get picked up on. So never react. You know, become stone cold, but don't become stone cold like Tim Robbins in Shawshank Redemption, because they sent him down anyway because he chilled my blood just to look at you or something like that. Be yourself, but don't lose your cool. So if you're in a situation where things are coming at you hard and everything, and you feel like you have to give your answer, you're being pressurized, just say, let me think. I'll get back to you soon. And it solves so many problems. This has been a long video, and this process is hard, but I had to outline those critical 20 things that you need to do. Your children might not understand now, but they will in the future. And sometimes you just, to a certain degree, you need to put the blinkers on, and you need to focus on yourself and focus on the process. The children could be dangled in front of you like a carrot in front of a donkey, making you do all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't usually do. That could be a problem. And so for the benefit of yourself in the future, for the benefit of your kids in the future, so you live to fight another day, sometimes you just have to not take that bait. I'm here for the long road, and I've got lots of videos coming up, including the new singles tax, including dual custody, and also motivational tips and things that kept me on the straight and narrow throughout the process. I'm still going through the process, so I'm right there with you. I ain't going anywhere. I'm really here to learn about what you have to say. So drop some comments, tell me about your situation. If this video helped you in any way, or you have some extra tips, or maybe you spotted some things where I made some mistakes, please comment, get in touch, and let's make this better. More videos coming soon on divorcing Japan, but for now, thanks for watching this long video. I hope it's been insightful for you. Certainly these things that I've learned saved my life in the process so far. So, positive, step by step, stay with it, smile, stay calm. Thanks for watching.